Okay. From probably hardest champ to easiest champ. Yeah. Primo with buffs, so we can go aggressive or stalwart. 2 Making a Morsel, 2 Vine Grasps, and an Ember Forge. Although these are rejuve cards, so it's not Wildenton, so it's not as easy to go stalwart. I didn't like Primordium. I didn't like playing him because I didn't know how to play him at that stage. And it was a lot of struggle. I could see potential, the same as like we see in a lot of other units. So it's more so, you know, I knew for me at that stage he was kind of an insta-loss. And it was just waiting to find out some of the techniques on how to use him properly. That is Scourgebird, Arcus, Explodey People, Sap Seraph. Yeah. It definitely. I think when people start saying, "Oh, I don't like this champ," like I've got nothing against Soulguard. I know though going into it that I'm going to struggle in that run, like the one we had previously. So I can try and experiment and find ways to play. Or I can do the same thing that I've been killed with multiple times before and hope that it works. And take aggressive over superfood. But yeah, I've definitely seen people get a certain champ and not get the pathway they want and then be like, oh, this sucks, and then just die. And then be like, see, it sucked. I've probably done it once or twice like that myself as well. But quite often it's that, you know, just going into it with, oh, it sucks and it's negative, and then I'm going to make bad choices and, you know, and then blame the champ. I have no doubt that last run's probably winnable. I just, you know, Soulguard, man, haven't quite worked it out yet. We need to feed you a dude. And I think I need to block instead of lifesteal, which kind of sucks. Because I wouldn't mind getting a... Oh, I could have made... Okay, split ammo. I should have makinged and then plinked. And then fed him that. Play split anvil properly, makings, and then plinks. Okay. Learning. Yeah, split anvil and making is a pretty good start, I agree. It opens us up for draw very nicely. Ember Forge becomes a waste then, doesn't it? Shame we don't get that kill. Oh, no heal, hey? Could I eat Primordium with Emberforge? Yes, you can. Emberforge, though, is not a priority unit, so you can bottom deck Emberforge. This kind of sucks. Well, that's not a kind of suck. That really sucks. It's happened like that. Imagine priority drawing him Forge and just having 2 energy for the Tyron. Okay. It feels exactly the same as the event where you get 2 energy and you have 2 bad cards in your deck. Instead I have a bad unit on the train. Go ahead and take that. To make it slightly less bad? No, that's not what he's for. I'd rather him take a really good card and make it, like, super good, instead of taking a pretty crap card and making it slightly less crap. Yeah. You nailed it, Chromo. Oh, I'm glad you found it funny. Did you laugh? Do we want to... We can take a Awoken banner, or we can go for a Stygian unit. That is sad, Chromo. Hey, Chromo, we have ice cream. It's like vegan, gluten-free. That's sad. There's something slightly off about it when you eat it. Although, like, Mrs. Panz did put some on French toast with, like, syrup and strawberries. And I couldn't quite... I didn't think there was anything wrong. And then she told me, and I'm like, I don't know if I thought there was something wrong, but now only because you told me. Or if there was actually just something slightly off. And I think the strawberries and the French toast and the syrup sort of, and the bacon sort of overpowered the badness of it. And then I just had a little bit in a bowl on its own. And I'm like, nah, there's something wrong with this. Yeah, I mean, I can understand if you need it because you're celiac, right? That kind of makes sense. Oh, we go quick on a sweeper with Primo. But otherwise, don't get it. Don't get it large with Primo. No, that's what Primo's for. Do we take Hell? I take Molten? I need quick. It needs to be quick, right? I don't know if Husk Hermit can do it. Endless Husk Hermit. Because we're going to need it. Thorns on the Forge. No, thank you. I'd rather keep the 25 gold. Oh, definitely good enough for the first few rings. I'm just looking at further down. Take 8. Hey, Lies. It's going okay. How about you? You're trying to work out how they failed at vegan chocolate pudding? Well, it was just chocolate. Probably at the part of making it actual pudding. Egg butter and half the things that are in chocolate. You saw a channel song primo. That's big balls. You just have to hope you don't draw channel song on turn 1. Yeah, okay, so cocoa does fine in liquids as a chocolate replacement, because most of the time you wouldn't just get a piece of chocolate bar and melt it in a chocolate drink, right? Like, you're not going to break off a block of like dairy milk chocolate and then just melt that in hot water to make a hot chocolate. You'd use a cocoa. So that's like, cocoa doesn't need to substitute, so that usually works. And a lot of the drinks have things that can be replaced because they're not requiring the gluten to do what gluten does in bread-based products. You know, you don't need firm gluten strands to hold the structure together as a solid in a drink. And it doesn't need eggs for all the egg stuff. A heap of corn flour. Gross. It'd be like tapioca. Yeah. That's where pudding has a very generous definition, depending on where you are in the world. I have a split anvil, so another making morsel's kind of okay. Chroma, I'm not laughing at the quality of the pun, I'm laughing at the truth behind it. Ah. Hey, you do well with morsels. Yeah, I agree with you there, Kizrod. If by failing, but you're going to fail miserably, and you're taking the improvement is not bad, I would agree. But if you're looking at the overall result, the fail is still bad. Imagine sitting a test and being allowed to bring in a substitute, and you knew you were going to get 20% on the test, So you brought in your vegan gluten-free substitute ingredient, and they got a 40. Now they got double what you got, but they still got 40%. It's still god awful. Just better than what you would have done marginally. D's get degrees. That's true. That is true. That's the world we live in. The number of people I've interviewed that definitely their D's got them their degrees. And they got hired. And they got fired. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kizron, pretty much. I think we're on the same line of thought process there. We need to do stuff. I don't really think we want another banner unit. We're going to get one either way. I'm kind of tempted to click on that, but... Okay, we have quick plant, and I should have made it large at the last upgrade place, but no complaints. And I think... only because of Split Anvil, we're going to push harder on the Merchant of Steels. I really want to go for a cheeky reroll here. Oh, hang on, I can. Oh, look, we can't afford multi-strike. If only there was some way to gain 10 gold. Later, Kev. Quick on dog would have been good too. That's okay. We'll make use of Kevin maybe in a run later on. Sometimes you gotta give your star player a rest. You know. Keep him fresh. You know. Or maybe just give him some relax time so he can stay home. You know. That's actually a pretty good one. I was going to kill that off, but I think I'm going to just keep that one. Since I could only put one up there anyway. Might as well put the good one up there. And we potentially lose 4 damage shields this turn. Nope, we actually do lose 4 damage shields. We have 11 though. Oh, look, yeah. This is why you don't do stuff to Emberforge. Last turn of the game. Yeah, split anvil's pretty good. Blazing Bolts is a deal. Blazing Bolts is definitely a deal. Hey Kev. Man, he really wants on the train. I just can't feed you, man. Hey Arrow, how you doing? He's such a good boy though. It's okay, man. Sit this one out. Heck, draw. Yeah, I'm tired, but fine too, Arrow. What do we have to dupe? Blazing Bolts. I wouldn't mind getting a holdover on that. Does mean we can't play units though. Huh. Let's dupe Primo. Yeah. Don't have that much gold. I think we're looking at unit upgrades more than anything else. So one of the issues with that, yeah, I think the Blazing Bolts is a really good card, but it means that we can't play a unit that turn. But we're only really playing 2 units, and then we don't need to play any other units, and it makes everything else free. Yeah, that's totally fine. So let's get rid of you. You. Can we just get another morsel miner? One of the issues is drawing multiple morsel miners is pretty bad. Might have even been Stew and Stew, because if you do manage to play one of these, if it was the Forge, you'd be able to play another one next turn. But it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I was thinking about that with the plant, but there's also a no. If I was going to do that, I'd do it after I did stuff to it. Or Petty Theft, yeah. It only works on enemy units. Otherwise you'd target morsels with it. I hit the Blazing Bolts up. I think that's going to be really valuable on the mid lane. Ooh, haste. And more gold is more gold. I'm killing the Haster this time around. I have said in the past I don't like killing the Haster. And the reason is we're playing Plant next turn, and so Plant will kill that Haster. Because of that, in case we draw Blazing Bolts, I'm going to put energy down. So we're guaranteed to kill the Haster every turn. And now either play Blazing Bolts or 2 Plinks. Blazing Bolts only hitting one thing, so the 2 Plinks face. Pretty good job there. Anvil. Thanks, guys. I think I need to say that to myself every fight. Panz, you have Anvil. You have Anvil. I'm not going to remember this. Anvil. 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 Go Stewie, he got the kill. I actually don't want to. I don't want to kill the haste off Anvil. There we go. See, look, I'm doing it, chat. Oh, it's damage shield dog. Doesn't matter. Anvil. Go Stewie. Poor idiot, never stood a chance. Anvil. I mean, I don't want a Jib Trophy. You know what? I want a Grovel. I think Grovel's probably the card that we really want. And Bill. Okay, we can dupe. We can remove 2 Stuarts, get some health, and go for... I mean, Gorge is okay. Yeah, I think getting rid of the stews, topping up health. We got both Blazing Bolts down to stage 2, which is nice. Sap Tap. Eh. Infused Mallet. Also, eh. Rooted. Eh. Septap's kind of draw, but if we've already played a 3-cost card, we're not playing what we draw into. Gorge. Yeah, I think Gorge. Double damage shield's pretty good. Hey, it's our favorite. Do we care about this? We do a little bit because the Sycophants, they only did hit for 2, but they power up the Guardian, which it's for 2. And then our plant dies. Our plant dies anyway, right? Like, plant's dying. She's quick. How long can she last for? Sycophants, man. First line dies. Second one, 2, 4, 6, 8. Hits for 14 times 2. And then those guys that normally don't hit at all actually start hitting. For 8 times 2, 16. I think she gets there. We just have to... Oh man, if I put him top, I can't making. Although we can give it to plant. All right, let's do this. You go here. Plant gets that. Plant's quick, so it doesn't matter. If we do that, plant gets a life steal, which doesn't get used. That's a shame. But I still say put it there. I don't care about the morsels. It's just getting her to survive to kill the last lot of sycophants, because dog will kill the rest. I have an anvil. That's the most important takeaway from here. I have anvil, and it's whether I need to give this to dog or not. You know, like. Good. That's the other thing I didn't even think of. We can also just chump morsels for her to keep her alive, because all she needs to do is kill off this back line, which she has, so we're good. Anvil Panz. Hey, Ugly's Ducky. Anvil. Anvil. Man. Anvil. Hundreds. Oh, we've got a Mind Jacks. Wow. I think engine upgrade's probably okay here. What does it do? It lets me get out a second morsel miner on a turn or play units. No, we're never going to play units with it, but it allows me to get out a second morsel miner if we get two of those without a blazing bolts. And chances are I'm going to get it to play it for 0 anyway. Oh, focus growth. Draw 2 more cards that you'll get to play for 0. Okay, so Spike is a trap. Because Split Anvil's already reducing cards. So having Spike could draw into our making of a morsel, and then we have less cards that can activate Split Anvil. Unless we get a holdover on like Blazing Bolts, in which case then that would be good. Yeah, I've had that happen once, where I had an activator and I played Spike and it drew the activator, and now all my cards cost the same, except for the couple the others that it drew that cost 1, and I'm like, now I can't Blazing Bolt anything. So it can be a trap. You need to be aware of that and hope that you're not in a position where it happens to you. This is a really good choice though. Artifact, gold, stuff with spells. And I wonder if it's a Blazing Bolt holdover, which, that's reasonable. It's not a trap if you just forgot about Anvil instead. No, that can be a trap. That's the difference with can be. So, or if you didn't know, you didn't think that could happen. But I think getting upgrades on our units. So second multi for dog is okay. Quick dog's pretty good because you get to save damage shields. However, since we're getting double damage shield, maybe letting some of those fall off is alright. And we just put 2 multis in for the extra output, which is definitely worth more against relentless fights. And just go like that. And we can remove 3 cards this turn. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You want a treat? Okay, rally and something. Bottom floor rally would be the worst, I think. Okay, so we play sweeper there. That's rally, and we don't. Doesn't matter. So primordium goes there. Morsel goes there for robot. For dog. You can have that. Dog goes there. I have anvil. I have 50 gold. I have anvil. This is not an incant. Do I just put this into, like... That's pretty much it, right? Like, that's the... Anvil. Panz, you have anvil. Should have taken the 25 gold over the mine jacks. Okay, so we've got 300 damage on top floor. Give or take. We have an anvil. Gold. 150 gold was worth more than the 12 damp. No. Okay. Well. Wait, put those there. Could copy Husk later, put another one on the middle floor in case first one died. It's not a bad option. We have anvil. It is sap seraph. So we want sap to spread out, that's true. We have anvil. The spreading of sap is good though, because we don't want the bottom one getting hit too much where we can't kill the shade wings. Like, that's bad. The only downside would be is if we draw a dog too late, because then we can't protect Primo. But we do have other spells and stuff. We have Anvil. That is somewhat obscene. Done a third of Arcus's health. With Anvil. Look at that. Just do I do not have Anvil? I only know my line. What's that type of? I'm that type of acting that I can only say my line when I get cued from the previous person's line and or action that my line is next. And since the fight is over and I don't have a turn coming up, I'm not drawing cards, I don't know what my line is. I'll have to let you know when the next fight starts coming. Wow, quick for dog. Or mitosis. Quick for dog, man. I think that just smashes it home. Just doubly short draw. Spores put pikes on sweeper. Yeah, spikes on sweeper. That's great. That's what you want. We don't need this. We don't really need that. That's okay. This is pretty good though. Dude. Yeah. Okay, so we can hold over a something. You reckon focus growth? Oh, I mean, blazing bolts means we get a free blazing bolts every turn, and we get, everything else gets played. Hold over petty theft. Damn it, Chromo. But holdover on focus growth means we're drawing extra cards every turn. Although a lot of the ones we want to play already cost 2, we don't really want to be playing those. I guess that means I'd probably make the other blazing bolts a -1 then, right? And it could suck 1 turn early. Don't care for -1s. This run's silly. I almost want to take this, but she only hits for 20, and these birds do bad things. Man without hair, you've arrived. You're in time for some shenanigans. Ooh, wow. Do you like shenanigans? Okay, so Husk Hermit goes there. Primo goes there. Do we want to play Blazing Bolts or Morsel? Morsel's a little bit better than Dog, but that's a lot of damage. Let's just do that one. You're up for shenanigans? Okay. Oh man, that's my holdover Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's all my damage. I mean, it's not all my damage, but that's the bad outcome. What do we do if that happens in the final fight? That's terrible. No, I don't like prey as an option. Yeah, but we don't need that. Here's the thing: we don't need the engine upgrade. Well, I mean, it's kind of okay now because we could draw 2 of these. So, but the whole idea is that was supposed to make everything else in the hand cost less, and then I would have been able to do something like that, you know, with the Plink and the wrong floor. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's true. It probably doesn't matter because Primo's going to die, but I see your point. I could have had dog with that. I have anvil. Oh man, it's all going bad. I don't know what to do now. Hey Cole, how you doing, man? We're okay. We're okay. That wasn't a Pan's brain, that was just a reaction to an unfortunate circumstance. We can recover, especially since we're going to be drawing an extra 2. I have anvil. We can do this. Everything is fine. Nobody panic! Okay, look at this, look at this. Look, how good is this? Make dog quick. Let's go ahead and... just because we can. Play that dude. You shaved today. Did you know you can constantly feel airflow? Yes. Okay, so, and the reason I know this is for the same. You've been a decade. Yeah, that you're definitely feeling it after a decade. Oh, it's so good. I'd had my beard for I don't know how long. A while, like it had been a minute. Just because I can. Why not make the setup on the middle one? Because this fight had the Scourge Birds who add a mutilation, self-mutilation card to your on the top of your deck if you don't kill them as a resolve. So we put them on the bottom floor. We put our sweeper on the bottom floor to kill them turn 1. And we put our dog on the top floor because this wasn't small. I accidentally made it small with an engine upgrade. Yeah, we put him on the top floor to give the most time to ramp after the fight starts. Yeah, and I got sick, and not bad sick, but enough to, you know, let's call it a man flu. You know, where we complain that the world is ending because we have a sniffly nose type of sick. I mean, to be fair, there was mass exodus of foods and bodily fluids from pretty much everywhere for quite a while. Like, I was actually pretty sick. But I don't think it was deathly. It was because the town we lived in had been flooded, and pretty much everything was wrecked, and constantly going through the water which had sewage backwash in it, and trying to get to house and other stuff, and what made a lot of us very sick. But you did what you had to do because we had to repair the town and our houses and things. You know, and that was it. And I couldn't deal with all the nose stuff in mustache and beard. And I got up at one stage and I just grabbed the head clippers, and I just, my wife's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'm like, and it wasn't even a good job. Like, it was as quickly as I could fumble around. I didn't even have my glasses on, type of deal, and I can't see, you know, a foot in front of me without it. And I just sort of felt the stuff and went, "Yep, that's good enough," and went back to bed. It was this shaggy mess. And then whatever, like a day or 2 days later, when I got up and was starting to feel better, my wife said, "Well, you've taken the beard off, you could at least, you know, clean shave, and since you're here, and that way it won't look so bad to start off and whatnot." And she could get a photo with me clean shaven, and I did the clean shave, and yeah, look, you can, the skin, like, it had been years, and the skin's different under there when you've been growing a beard. Hey, like, it's different, and you could feel everything. Like you said, you can feel yourself breathing through your nose. You can feel the cold air when you open a fridge door, and it's the combination of the air that's moving because you've made the door has created air just by the door moving, you know. Hey, there's a grovel, which I don't think we need, but I kind of want to take. No, I don't need it. I was thinking this was the other seraph, because the other seraph has another arrow. They're both really bad, the bad seraphs, right? The underbeard looking like Neo when he wakes up. Yeah, like it. There's like general worry that if you go outside, you're going to outshine the sun and destroy it, and then we'll have no source of light once I start growing the beard back. That seraph doesn't have a sword. He's got an arrow that points up and to the right. Beard hair straighteners, pretty well. The problem with the beard hair straighteners is that if you don't have the flowy type of hair, you just end up with straight wires. Right, so if you've got I've got a wiry beard, not a curly fluffy, unfortunately, like the curly fluffy dwarven beards, which are amazing. I've got a very wiry beard. So if I straighten that, you just end up with straight wires, and it still doesn't flow. It's just really stiff. I did wish for a grovel before, but that's when I thought it was the other seraph, because Panz brain. And I don't know, was that before we got fossilized fangs? It's still an okay card. I just don't know if we want it. And it's not a sword. It's just Seraph trying to flex. Could take. Maybe we do need it because it's multi-hitting Seraph now. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Man, I almost want to take another one of these. Almost. You know what? Let's do it. You had a curly fluffy beard? Oh, your mask kept slipping into your eyes? Yeah. Yep. You're probably able to find it, and it's probably too late now. But they have masks that come that you can attach to, you know, the plastic stuff that goes inside a hard hat, so that the hard hat sits on your head. It's like that, and the mask actually goes down and sits a little bit off your face, to the point that idiots that don't know how masks go, but there's a gap in it. How is it working as a mask? It's like, yeah. Anyway. But that would be pretty good for beards. And the gap's not that far off. It's like just off. It's the same as like anything with sensible breathing holes. That's not, yeah. The other choice is I could be irresponsible. Yeah, don't do that. Oh yeah, mine sights if you have to be fitted for a respirator. Are there any guys out there, Leprechaun, that have beards? How do they do it? They just don't? What are we doing? Are we duping? Let's go here. There's just no one with beards there. Remove. Hang on. Okay, so we're definitely taking a second holdover, which means I'm not, unless there's a really good relic. Nah, I'm not going to dupe the plant thing. So the question becomes, what's the holdover on? Second blazing bolts? That seems a little nuts. Focus growth could be okay. Grovel's alright too, yeah. No, I like the focus. I think we're going to go focus growth. Just for the draw. Because we're losing one. If we hold over Grovel, we're losing a draw. Okay? If we hold over focus growth, we're losing a draw. So this is actually giving us 2 back. Where it only gives you 1 back is if you weren't going to hold over something else. Right? But since we were potentially holding back anything else, this draw 2 is still increasing what was going to happen by 2. Yeah, we're basically drawing 7 again on top of the 2 we keep. Yep. -1 is irrelevant. +10 magic power. Sure, can go here. Can reroll for like a +20. It's a shame. We purge a plink. We go out here and we purge petty theft and I think a restore. And we probably just hit that on that, just in case. Yeah, +10 and Tumbra Assault is a good use of the money. It's definitely not bad. Alright, so it doesn't matter what floor we're on here. That sucks. Alright, one of the things... we do want to be on top, though. Huh. So we've got a bunch of 2-cost cards. And we can't use any morsels. So Grovel on the dog is okay in case we get a light, which we will get a Lightwing because Seraph will come up top. Right? At any rate, this is happening. We can drop plant here, so that's fine. And I think it's Grovel. just to get dog started on damage shield. Why not go mid with dog and primo? I don't want to leak. Although we probably can afford the leaks. I don't know. It's probably the better play is to put dog and primo there and leak a couple white wings because we're full health. But there's something in my brain that's like, don't leak. Leaking is bad. Let's grab the extra 2 cards. It's happened again! You jerks. At least we're going to be able to draw more cards though. So 2 fights in a row. We got our anvil card in turn 2 and couldn't play it. But that looks okay. Anything else that... Oh, and Tumbra Salt already gets it, so it doesn't matter. So if anything, I want to completely remove these. So that on top floor I have... Oh, it doesn't matter because they're sweep. Oh, Blazing Bolts. So I can Blazing Bolts better. It doesn't matter. Well, I would have killed that, wouldn't it? It doesn't matter. Would like some more morsels though. Oh man, we're gonna draw everything. Draw all the things. Hey, we can play a stew. Get out. Oh, look at the ah. I'm not sure about this Anvil Relic. Maybe they need to buff it. Yeah, capacity's doing a thing. Huh. What's Seraph? Where you gone? Oh, of course. Whoops. Huh. We'll play that right one of these fights. Panz fight's over. I think we're okay. We've only got like 7 turns against Seraph. Oh wait, we're quick. 8 turns? 10 turns against Seraph? We are sapped as well. Oh, misplay. I could have vine grassed that. And then Resto Dettoed it before X-Umbra assaulting it. $186 times 3. 188 times 3. Restart fight. Abandon run. We're on 69 hit points. You can never see. I wish it stayed after the fight, what it was. New boss mechanic. So you'd have to give that to Talos, because clearly she doesn't have enough on any single one of her forms. One that puts bad morsels on your side, eating up a capacity slot, but has a sapper weakness or an ember drain on eat. Oh, nice. I like that idea. That's a really good one. That's really good.